I'm Phil Brenton. I'm the Managing Director of Artedomus, and today we're here at Oliver and Henry's house, and we're going to be talking about some great options for materials for kitchen bench tops, some lovely details that you might consider in your own kitchen, and also some tips and tricks for maintaining your kitchen once it's been installed. This project showcases many of our beautiful products, our Italian terracotta, our Japanese ceramics, and the fantastic stone slabs used throughout the kitchen and bathrooms. We find the kitchen benchtop to be one of the most important design considerations in any new project. The architect and client can often build the whole aesthetic for the home or project around the kitchen benchtop selection. We can see that Oliver and Henry chose a fantastic quartzite from Artedomus called Cerava. They chose the material because it had lovely warm markings and tied in really beautifully with their timber joinery that they'd already selected. Quartzites have become very prominent for kitchen benchtops for a lot of clients of ours, because they are so durable and yet so beautiful. Marbles can be a little bit fragile. Granites are potentially not as attractive as a lot of quartzites can be. Choosing the right benchtop at Artedomus often starts in our showroom. A lot of our customers bring their inspiration with them. They've seen a project that they love and they're trying to emulate for themselves or adjust slightly to their own aesthetic. In Oliver and Henry's case, the chance to come into our showroom and touch and feel a lot of the finishes they wanted to use in their house really gave them the chance to know that they were making the right decision. When customers are choosing a kitchen benchtop material, there's normally three considerations. There's price, aesthetics, and practicality. Some customers find the aesthetics to be the most important consideration, and they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of durability to get the exact tone and coloration that they want in their kitchen. But normally, because of the vast range of products that we've got, we can find something that suits any customer across all of those categories. After the client visits the showroom and narrows down the selection options, we organise a slab viewing at one of our warehouses with our staff. The client arrives with the architect or designer and we go through the options being considered for the benchtops before narrowing it right down to the specific slabs that are being used in the kitchen. They've chosen a size of the island that matches the size of the slab. Sometimes you can choose a kitchen island that doesn't suit the size of the material that you're working with, and you can end up having joints in a kitchen island, which can be quite difficult aesthetically and also practically. One of the things you definitely want to avoid is having a joint anywhere near a sink. Constant exposure to water over time, over and over and over, getting dry and wet and dry again, will deteriorate the sealer around the sink, and then you could be prone to perhaps marking or staining your kitchen benchtop. All natural stone should be sealed just to give an added layer of protection. It is easy to maintain and to replace the sealer when you need to, but you can increase the longevity of the sealer by using the right cleaning products on the stone. pH neutral cleaners are essential when cleaning any stone surface, whether it's a kitchen benchtop or in a bathroom. We're always thrilled to collaborate with like-minded people. Oliver and Henry's vision for the house was in keeping with the aesthetic that we love to see in homes, and their wish to use as much natural material as possible is a key tenet of the Artedomus philosophy. Having chosen the right size kitchen island for the slab of Cerava, they've been able to match the veining from the top down the fascia panel, creating a beautiful effect here especially. The interesting thing is that they've also been able to match the veining once they get to the end panels of the kitchen island. You can see the vein running down this way as well. It's worth being aware that you can't match the veining in all directions here, that the veining has to run down and it has to run across, but choosing it the way that they've done has given the most visual impact that they could get. At Artedomus, we use our vast experience in natural stone to help our customers choose the right materials for their kitchen benchtops. From sourcing material overseas to having the right people in the showrooms to help explain different types of natural stone to our customers. Choosing the right quartzite material for their kitchen benchtops has allowed Oliver and Henry to use a fantastic new cooktop concept that we've seen in a lot of residential projects recently. These cooktop elements are set directly into the benchtop material, creating a beautiful minimal effect and also a very easy surface to clean. It's important to note that you can use this with strong natural stones and also ceramic slabs, but it's not suitable to be used with engineered stone products. The cooktop bench and splashback are too long for a single slab of Cerava, but in this case they've chosen a lovely position for the joint in the benchtop and in the splashback, which allows the veining of the Cerava to flow more from left to right as it runs down the bench. Sometimes you might choose a centrally located joint if you had a specific book matching pattern in mind, but when you don't, the 2/3, 1/3 proportion like they've used here really is the most attractive option. Oliver and Henry had a clear direction that they wanted to go in for their property. Collaborations like this work so well when clients can come to us with what they want, but they can get that little bit of extra from our team. Oliver and Henry spent a lot of time in our showroom in Brisbane and also in Sydney, and got a lot of great advice on the materials that were going to work best in the right areas for their home. When people are able to take this on board and utilise the right products in the right areas of the houses that we work on, the finished result is always superior.